Alright, we are back again for another video of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, before I start the game, first of all, I'm gonna try my best to be more enthusiastic, unlike last time when I recorded the game in part 2 where I feel I sound tired and stuff. But I'm gonna promise that this time here on out, I'm gonna be more energized and stuff. And second, I just gotta say that I'm probably this whole weekend I'm probably only gonna record Doki Doki, honestly. I mean, I will record one Finati video, but the only reason why I'm only gonna record one Finati video is mostly to test how does it go, and also cause I'm kind of a P-word, if you get what I mean. Yeah, I'm a coward on that part. But without further ado now, last time we left off, we wrote a second poem, and now we got presented. So one probably gonna present first. So I think I'm gonna go with Yuri again. Alright, let's go with Yuri again. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Eric, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just to be appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri does not respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Alright, let's read it now. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. What the hell does it mean by guilty snack? My affection was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, my first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Oh my god, this is a lot of one. I don't think I could read all this, but I'll still try my best. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon, incitement, is phase, and affects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistened. Honestly, I do not feel like reading all this. Y'all can read all this if you want to, but for me, I want to save my voice for more character interaction and stuff. I'm trying my best to be more energized and more energetic for for the more enthusiastic for the rest of the lines like what I did part 1. So you could read it for yourself. Honestly, I can't really read this handwriting anyway, so without further ado, let's just get on with it. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I wanted to express the way it feels more for me than to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I am usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why you keep them for yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Eric? Well, I guess I do. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable, after all, If I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Alright. Alright, thank you, Yuri. Now, we got Sayori, Natsuki, and Monica. Now, I'm gonna just go with the same time I went last time. So I guess Monica's next. I still don't trust her. Hi again, Eric. How's the writing going? Alright, guess. Honestly, again, guys, I kind of forget how I voice the characters sometimes. Just like what happened in the Sunshine Over Us video where, I mean, I do kind of remember, like, how I voiced Harana and stuff, but for Monica and stuff, yeah, I kind of get confused. Like, I don't remember how to voice her before, so it's always gonna be inconsistent. So one day, so like even like in part two, when I was voicing Sayori sound more like sometimes I might mistake Sayori lines for like Natsuki voice and stuff. Anyways, alright, okay, I'll take that as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Hahaha, I won't count on that. You'll never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my phone to Monica. Alright, great job, Eric. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always count when I put in some effort? That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry, so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, let's read Monica's what? Save me. The color they won't stop. Bright, beautiful color. Flashing, expanding. Okay, something lying on me for a bit with a bug. Anyways, piercing. Red, green, blue. Red RGB. Yeah, RGB. You know what you use when you use Photoshop and stuff. You get the RGB and stuff, like change your colors, like if it's like that. So guys, if you play Tortuga Racer and you want, I don't know, you bought R34 and you want to Millennial Jade that thing, then yeah, I feel like honestly, I feel like Gran Turismo Wiki should really put the more color code on that. But I'm getting off topic here. Let's get back to the game. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop, violently grating waveform, squeaking. Why is it cute like that? Screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. With this poem, I don't know. This don't make sense. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a bino on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Loan me? What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your poems can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's it about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Wait, what? Save my game? You never know when you might change your mind. Did you just break the fourth wall? Cause that's nowhere in the settings. You can't save your game in real life. You can only save in a game. And if we're taking my Doki thing, in Doki universe, no one knows what the hell she's talking about. But then again, like what I said about Yuri, this could be meaning something. I just can't put my hands on it yet, cause again, I didn't pay attention to anything lore related stuff. The only thing I just keep hearing is like, Monika's a bad person, but we'll try to, we'll follow Monika word. All right, we'll follow Monika word. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Thanks, Monika. Alright, say your return. Oh! I like this one, Eric. It has a nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Still, so, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday poems better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes, I'm being a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one. I promise. I wouldn't lie to you, Eric. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving us your some thoughts? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. Just a word for that, right? What's that word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Oh, excuse me. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sassy, or... Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice, happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Well, what the hell did I just said there? It is... Maybe I'm getting better at express my feelings after all. Thanks, Eric. I should go write that down then. Okay, you can read my poem now, okay? Alright, let's read bottles. I pop on my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the effect place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put a bottle on the shelf with all the other bottle. Happy thoughts in the bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Honestly, I kind of rhyme. Tried to make this sound like. Alright, I messed up there for a little bit. Kind of experienced a difficulty, but we're back again. Let's get back to it. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottle. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time is left. My empty shelf could. Honestly, I don't think I can do this right now. Honestly, I can't right now. I don't really. Honestly, Doki Literature Club poems the second day is so long. Honestly, Monika still didn't make sense, but Yuri's the series is so long. I don't think I can keep up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip it again, guys. Unlike what I did with Yuri, I'll just give it some 5-second thing, and I'll slowly scroll down so y'all can read it if you want. Alright, there you go. Holy crap. Sari, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write my best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die! Hahaha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, now Natsuki's left. Okay, I need to remember how I did Natsuki earlier. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah! Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but to think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Let's read it. Amy likes spider. Oh, okay, so I guess this is about spiders, I see. Alright, let's read it. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spider. Icky, wrinkly, airy, ugly spider. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the word. But she likes spider. That's why I'm not friends with her. Is this a poem more personal? It feels more personal than an actual poem. Alright. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy tried to help me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking with people. She probably talked about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she keeps other hobbies, has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off of spider lovers. Are you spider racist? And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh my god, Amy, you're a spider racist. Oh my god, she's spider racist. Natsuki's a spider racist. Oh my god, you better watch out because Peter Parker might come after you. Not bad, right? Well, it's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I now have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it too easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobbies or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out and they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Haha, that's funny. Yuri writes something about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But that way you put it, it sounded like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style isn't pretty different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Okay, so I kind of mistaken Natsuki. I thought she was spider racist, but no, she's not. So, sorry. Anyways. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned tomorrow. If everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you didn't. Yeah, I thought you heard about it yesterday already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah. We're going to have to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up with and recite poems too. Sarah's putting it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shaped their poems with anyone until just a couple of days. It's a lot for to ask to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I'm covering up breath, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's like that. Anyways, I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only one responsible for the fate of this club. So if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club together. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sari looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica has been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Ooh, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with it. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances at everyone except in face. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. Let's start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica recites her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows what exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words of life to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sarah looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri, Okay, I kind of confused there a little bit. I thought Siri would feel scared a little bit and stuff, but no, Siri is more like, Alright, I'm gonna recite that line again. So hold on, guys. Anyways. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches a sheet of paper between her hand and stand up. Keeping her head down, she quickly walks over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can't do it, Yuri. It is called After Image... Well, crap. I thought it was Sayori. I keep messing up. It is called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she started reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. So why is she still pulling and spending so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first colon, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets inserted to the book. Her quivering words transform into a sharp syllabus of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure that she enunciate. What is that word? With perfect timing. There's also a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snapped back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joined me afterward and we gave Yuri the recognition she deserved. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem into her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. Then Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Beto. Sorry, Gilgo. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that way. I see. Okay then. Sarah begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole lot of new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sarah finished and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Eric liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that way other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I see poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on where you're reading it. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Eric. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Eric lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll try to go with what I wrote for today. I stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward every time I poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put an energy into it. Despite the fact, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of a confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. I just leave you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Well, why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Takes a brief, technically. Or breath, I don't know. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour everything disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a really rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Again, guys, excuse me. It'll be, my throat's kind of need to clear up for a little bit. Anyways, the word feels like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy to say, easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that in that case, you won't have to worry. You don't have to worry about the port festival. Guys, my brain's fried today. My brain's freaking fried today. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I should probably drop this game compared to Finance Treasure Island. But then again, Finance Treasure Island. Honestly, I feel like this whole spooky October thing is probably a mistake for me. Anyways. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find someone up who wants to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you are all putting in all this effort in for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue after that. After the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright. I set up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It is for the sake of the club in the present Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going on together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Eric. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I will always say it once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little more quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier, like how we get to. Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What will you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me in a spot here. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to save my game for a little bit, or I will save right here. Good thing Renpy has like 5, well 9, at least 9 here. But no, I do not know how am I gonna move that. Okay, I'll probably. Okay, looks like we're taking the Yuri route, so I guess with the only option left is I'll walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, Why does this thought make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so. And since she's still pretty, beautiful, and smart, that has nothing to do with what I just said. Ah, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, won't you know? Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. You say so. The conversation trails off as I left feeling awkward, but it was kinda her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I wouldn't hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival was only a few days straight away. Who knows what would happen at that time. Okay, man. Alright, we're back in another one. Let's save my... Alright, we're gonna save again. Actually, now I didn't think about it. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. Alright, let me look at this. And, okay. Okay, I guess, oh my gosh. Man, why am I feeling tired all of a sudden? I guess... Peace? Vitality? Heaven sent? Imagination? Embrace? Embrace together? Skipping? Skipping? Valentine? Valentine strawberry? Okay. Dark? I guess dark? Oh my god, move my mouse! Dark, unrestrained, melancholy, after image, encouragement, starscape, philosophy, explode, agonizing, pleasure, eternity. There we go. I kind of clicked with that one. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. My voice is already dead, so I don't think I could get, you know. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club is now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of us, or all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but a whole day of at school where we get to play and eat all kind of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I feel like Monica got offended. Oh no, I feel like Natsu's gonna get kicked out of the club soon. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner, we're looking down at nothing. I walked over to her. Hey, Sayori? I waved my hand in front of her face. You speak out again? Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sarah shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I orderly glanced at Sarah before turning back into everyone. But the conversation is already dispersed, and everyone went back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sarah recently. So stay prepared for the festival. They must be spending a lot of time together. I typically approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Eric, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sarah recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it a little too much, but she seemed a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica appears across the room to Sarah, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her dress. Maybe there's something in her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Eric. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me and about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing out a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Eric. Me? How on earth will you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably wouldn't say too much, but Sherry talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light that turned on inside her. What? No way. Sarah's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now. That it always been. You're so funny, Eric. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do? I don't know anyways. Baby, I didn't mean to jump into any conclusions, so you shouldn't just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her word out of my head. Monica stands up in front of her desk and walks across the room to where Sarah is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sarah and gently talk to her. But she keeping her voice so quiet that I could hear it from her. I sit myself down. I know Sarah told me not to worry about her, but to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? And then I'm letting this weight me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the only one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I could do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I noticed you're peering at me from over her books. But she looked away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I had no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one of her next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who's willing to share the concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's in your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. The press is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Eric. This world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very confident, complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what maybe is going on inside her head. Honestly, guys, I might need to end the video soon. Like, I might literally need to call it soon. So, I mean, I will keep playing until I at least get CG, like what happened in the Sunshine Overs. But in one part of the Sunshine Over, there was no CG, like, ever in one of the parts. So I had to reuse some stuff. So, yeah, my throat's kind of dying. I forgot to bring over something here. So I'm gonna need to end it soon. Probably, like, after a couple of blinds, and then I'm gone. Oh my god. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today. It also feels some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that's the case. Sorry. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. You're something that looks deep in my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not really as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I shouldn't be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up, make her her way to closet. I follow her and watch her. She retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind of filter aside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and I also fetch an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I still watch her movement. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerism, especially because because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant, methodical. I didn't read that part. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just, Yuri was going to make some tea, so I sort of realized how weird it sounds, so to explain this to Monica, we're just filling a water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a little bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Eric in club activities? My mouth grapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Eric. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Damn. Once in the hallway, she suddenly pushed her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that? Yuri, I just... Something about the way you said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I was expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Eric, how come you, even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you think it seems in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide it that way. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Uh, no. When you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Eric, I really like being friends with you. Ah ha ha ha, thanks Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kinda awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, wait, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the near water fountain. Once we fill out the water picture, we return to the classroom. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop right there now. Man, my throat's literally dying. My throat's literally dying from this entire episode. And yeah, sorry about like some of the interruptions I did, like the talk, like sometimes I'm instantly like not talk life and not talking like I got focused on something else, and sometimes I make some weird sounds like like stuff coming out from my mouth and stuff. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna let you all know that I kind of ate earlier before I started recording, so that's an apology for right there. And yeah, my throat's dying, so I'm gonna need to grab a drink later. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should drop this game or not, because I feel sure that the entire October is going to be me playing this game for every commentary and stuff before I go back to, well, not Tokyo Street Racer anymore, because unless they make a new update. But for now, I have no clue what I'm gonna do from here on out after this month. So, but anyways, without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. I try my best to be enthusiastic, but that costs my throat. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video now. Take care.